Hey everybody, welcome back to JRL Golf Academy. In this episode, I had none other than David Orr, putting, to me, one of the putting master coaches in the game of golf today. We went over setup procedures, what are true fundamentals, and he even gave my son a putting lesson, which was not scripted at all, but to see his mastery of being able to change somebody's putting stroke just through a couple of setup tweaks is something that I'll never forget. So, with no further ado, I hope you enjoy this episode of JRL Golf Academy.
What were we talking about? I forgot.
We were talking about the non-fundamental of having your eye line over the ball.
Yeah, so by the way, you know what? What's interesting is how people interpret that. So when they say eyes over the ball, we mean down the target line, right? From the down the right? But what so many people do when they interpret eyes over the ball, so the ball's forward in the stance, right? And they put their eyes over the ball.
Right.
So see how the sternum gets forward, the head gets forward, right?
Yeah.
So now there's not enough tilt. You see what I'm saying? There's not enough tilt, and the shoulders are too level and too open. So I call that a floating axis. The upper axis starts floating forward.
Okay.
Eyes over the ball. So the ball's forward in my stance, and I move my eyes over the ball. Eyes over the ball is actually more this way, and it's actually behind the ball. But the vast majority of golfers are actually slightly inside. See, I set up to my hosel. I don't set up to the ball.
What do you mean by that? You set up to your hosel.
When I look down, I look at where my hosel goes into the club head, and that's where I set my spine. And then I look at the face, and then I look at the hole, and then I don't think about it anymore. But I set up to the club. I set my body up relative to the club, not to the ball.
David, I never thought of that. That's why.
We'll grab a putter off the rack of at a pro shop. There's no ball. So what are you setting up to? You're setting up to the club.
Yeah.
You know what, Suzanne? She goes, how do you come up with this shit? She goes, you have way too much time on your hands. I said, well, prior to being on medication, it had to do with a certain herb. But anyway. But
you're right.
Grab a putter right now with no ball.
Hang on, I'm gonna grab one.
Just everybody that's listening, just grab a putter with no ball and notice that you're setting up your body to the putter.
Hang on, I'm sorry everybody. I know that this is for everybody, but I suck at putting. So
here, set the putter up now. Set up your body relative to the putter. There's no ball there. So adjust your feet relative to the putter. Adjust your legs to the putter. Adjust where your spine is. Yeah. Just use the putter as the reference for your setup, not the ball.
I'm sorry. That just completely blew my mind there. It's and then I guess if you were teaching, then bring the ball in, right? To literally put it down for somebody behind the putter.
Well, that's when I bring in the template and I put it on the ground and say, here, set up to the arc.
Or
I'll say, well stroke here. Where's the ball on the arc? Oh, left to center. No kidding. Okay. Set up. I'll do it with the graphics on the ground. I mean, Angelotti just posted set up to the French fry.
Set up to the French fry.
Yeah, I call it a stick. It's a French fry. It's a stick. So in skiing,
come over here.
In skiing, you got pizza slices for wedge turns, and you got 2 French fries for who's that little man?
This is my son, Grant. Say hi.
Hey, Grant, what's up? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
How old are you?
12.
Do you play golf?
Yeah.
What other sports do you play?
Basketball, flag football, and
are you
volleyball.
a baller?
He's a baller.
Yeah.
Hey, do you got handles?
Yeah.
You do?
He's a point guard.
Yeah, does he got the in and out crossover working?
Well, sometimes against the shadow.
Well, what he needs to do is go on YouTube and study Allen Iverson, Michael Jordan, D. Wade,
Already did that.
Tim Hardaway, and the old Pearl Pearl Washington from Syracuse learn how to do that crossover to create some space.
Did you already? He said, "I already do that."
Because I already
He
do that.
watches all those
Okay.
guys. Yeah, he loves those guys.
Good deal.
Hey, set up real quick.
Go
Set up
study
for
the
putter,
Pearl.
son.
Pearl. Yeah, there you go. Now tell him to put his instead of his head over the putter, feel like his for him, is he lefty or righty?
He's right here. Let me do this real quick because there we go.
There we go. All right. Okay, Dad, can you move the camera more to the right for me?
Yeah, let me get it in there.
Yeah. Okay, good. Now set up to it. Now, if you were to wear a bow tie, is your bow tie in front of the putter, or is it behind the putter?
Behind the putter.
Is your bow tie right here? Is it in front of the putter or behind the putter? It's back.
Oh wait.
No. Where is it?
It's like right on it.
It says right on it, David.
Put it on the back edge for me.
So put the bow tie on the back side of the putter.
Yeah, no, don't move the putter. Move you. Move your upper body. There it is, right there. Yeah, a little bit
There.
more. Now, you see how the right shoulder feels lower than the left?
Yeah.
That's normal.
Oh wow.
Trying to
He said, "Oh wow."
when you set up with your right hand lower than your left, and you're trying to achieve level shoulders, your right arm gets too long.
That's so good.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. Now let's do a little test. Can you swing your? Can you move the putter with your upper body but not your lower body? Good. Move your lower body a little bit late. Upper body without moving the lower body too much. Go. Good. That's what it would feel like on a short putt. Now let's move your upper body without moving your head. Good. All right, now let's do this. You ready? Can you swing
Okay.
both arms together and both shoulders together?
Coach said both arms and shoulders.
Yeah, there you go. All right, a little less movement in the lower body. His right hip and right leg are moving just a little bit. So what I would do is I would bring in like a little TheraBand and wrap it around his calves. And
A
that
little
would create,
around his cat.
yeah, that would create a little bit of stable flat form.
So like a little bit more outward feeling of his
Well,
legs
I'm
to
just
stabilize it.
stretching. Actually, what it is just muscle activation. It's not, it's just activating the muscles. So I would, that'd be one way to do it. Some people put a ball between their legs. I don't like the knees going in. I like the stabilization feeling.
Yeah.
But now these are all preferences. All coaches have preferences, right? Yeah, there it is. Look at that. Now you want to feel like Brad Faxon? Bring your right foot closer to your left.
Little small. There you go.
No, closer to your left ankle. Bring your right foot over by your left, real quick. A little more. A little more. There you go. A little more. Okay, now tilt a lot with your shoulders. Yes. Hands forward just a touch. Okay, now, Dad, you got to go get him a fax day. Now,
Yeah.
go ahead.
No, quiet, David. Quiet.
Make a stroke from there. There you go. See the little hold? Look at that little hold off release, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like a mini fax.
He did.
All right, now you want to look like Hendrik Stenson? Let's widen your stance, like outside your shoulders. Real big, wide stance, because he's a big dude.
Listen to Coach here.
Okay, now put your bow tie in the middle of your stance. A little more the other way.
Other way. To the right. Other way.
To the right. There you go. Now put your hands in the middle of your belly button. Not literally, figuratively. Move back a little bit.
Good student.
Okay, now that putter's too long, so we're gonna have to stretch down our arms down a little bit. Grip down on it.
A little.
Yeah, there you go. Now putt with both arms. Attaboy.
Holy smokes. I see the patterns you're talking about.
Yeah, so what's interesting is with the stance, I learned this from David Wright, Dr. David Wright.
I'm good friends with him.
He's really onto it with these upper, middle,
balance.
lower core activations. Yeah,
Yep.
So the with a stance, I used to think was like, whatever you want to do, dude, whatever, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's onto it. So I see players with a narrower stance. Go ahead, go like Faxon, go real fast.
Go back to Faxon, narrow.
Real close. There you go. Tilted. Good. Yeah. Okay. So see how it's a little more putting with the forearms and the hands a little bit?
I do.
Now go Stenson, big wide stance, choke down on the putter.
Grip down. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. And now his upper body's a little bit more engaged. You see that?
I
So with
see
the
that.
stance,
Yeah.
yeah. So David, Dr. Wright, David Wright explained this to me, and I'd been sniffing around the chicken coop on this for a while, but I didn't understand it, and he explained it to me. And obviously, I went through the protocol, and I got my tape measure, so I know where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stance widths are.
He did too. Grant did too.
Yeah, so I think I think there is something to that activation and that balance. And
I do too.
As people say, how come you never look the same on your videos? It's because I'm always changing my setup.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Because I'm experimenting too and learning. Do you know what I mean? So what's interesting, I found with me, upper body people that are upper core will bend over first and maybe not even hardly bend their legs. So they'll go upper body first. Hey, Grant, can you putt toward the closet for me? Or the doors. The other way. All right, ready? Stand up straight for a second. Stand up straight. Set your knees and lower body first. Yep, right there. Now, see how upright he looks?
Yeah.
So we either got to change the length of the arms or the length of the putter, right? All right, now let's do something else different. Stand up straight. Stand up straight. Now, let's go head, neck, and upper body over like a gorilla. Go. Bend over like a gorilla. Upper body. Keep going. Chest down. Keep down. Down.
Normal.
Back up a little bit. A little bit more. A little bit more. Come on, back up.
Back up from the putter. There you
go. Taller. Right there. Back down. Upper body first. Yes. So look at how the hands go dropping right down, right?
Yeah.
And they start to go out because the shoulders start to round and protract. All right, now stand up straight again. Let's go lower body, upper body a little bit at the same time. Go. See how it's more conventional looking?
Yeah.
So what's interesting is I change a person's putter length, obviously distance from the ball, but how they sequence their posture. Do they go upper body first, lower body second, lower body first, upper body second, or at the same time? And then what's their build? That putter's too long for you, dude. You'd have to stand up like Julieta Granada. She's got the most upper posture I've ever seen that I've worked with.
So here's a putter that is like an old little junior putter.
Yeah.
This is real cut down. You think that fits better?
I can't really tell, but a little better. Yeah, I like the arm position a little bit better, but depends on what we're trying to do with the arms. Are we trying to putt with our shoulders, whatever? Most people deliver the club on the downswing with most people deliver the club on the downswing. Did you hear what I said?
Most people deliver on the downswing
with their trail arm, the trail forearm. They might do the shoulders and the backswing, but the vast majority of golfers have trail arm delivery.
I feel that. Yeah, I feel that way. I was just trying to make a stroke right now. Yeah.
Now I'm going to go over. Grant, you're the man. I wish you could be my assistant.
I'm jealous.
I can't afford you, dude. You eat too much. We'd be eating pizza every day.
Yep.
Okay. Now, the vast majority of golfers. So the vast majority of golfers have what's called a hand throw, which means they're starting the release of the club with the trail hand, club head first.
Okay.
I'm talking your club golfers, right?
Yeah.
Then you got a hand throw from the trail wrist. So that's in plane rotation. You see it?
Yep.
Then you got what's called an arm throw. So the elbow going from flexion at supination, the extension pronation. See the hand rotating?
Yeah.
See that? So this is called an arm throw. So if you do them both together, you go hand arm throw, you start to look like Mr. Haberkamp.
Yep.
Right? So, and then from the golfing machine, so these throws come from the golfing machine, the hand throw, the arm throw, and then the shoulder throw. Now, it's not a shoulder lunge. It's just this quick little move from the trail shoulder in the transition, just this little That's what's called a shoulder throw.
I see it.
Yeah, so I'm going to go through all three of them again. Ready?
Let's watch this, Grant.
Hand, arm, shoulder. So the trail side player has to monitor the in-plane triggering of the release of the club with the hand in plane, right?
Yeah.
Watch out for independent steering of the right arm. See it going across my midline?
I see that, yeah.
Versus this motion. Do you see the difference? That's called independent roundhousing.
Roundhousers, right? Yep.
Throw, okay, it's coming from spine rotation in the trail shoulder. So, and then on the lead side, this would be like holding it off. So like lining the club up with the lead side, that would be holding it off, so to speak, right? So you'll see these players start to move the upper arm into abduction. You'll see the upper arm go into abduction. The elbow start to flex. The shoulder might even start to internally rotate and lift, elevate. These are the guys that block, right? So this is your blocking motion. And then the real bad ones are the twisters. So when we talk about twisting, we're talking about the shaft twisting or under twisting. The shaft is under twisting. You see that?
Yeah.
They're under twisting with the either the lead form going under the trail form. I usually see players doing it with a primer of their hands and their trail form, so they start to twist. You see that?
I see it.
So what if we change the loft, the lie, and under twist? How are we doing now?
Oh boy.
Now I got that through the ball, right?
Yeah.
That was Paul came to see me 2 weeks before he won at Valspar.
Who was that?
Literally, Paul Casey. He said, I'm going to retire if we don't fix my putting. And I said, dude, you're de-lofting it. You're changing the lie angle. So you're arcing the shaft in and you're twisting it shut. So you don't have enough time on a 4-footer to correct all of that. So he basically won Valspar with the thought, well, he goes, well, I can't think of all three of those things. He goes, I'm just not going to twist it.
Okay.
Twist it. Okay. Good. So
good.
We're just not going to twist it. So he started missing a little bit to the right. Making them, and as long as they weren't going left, we were good. Yeah. So what's fun?
It's got to be their idea, right?
Wait, that's fine. I mean, I'd rather it be their idea than mine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like just putting the bait out there and let them eat it. Let the hook snag and go.
Right.
Also, sometimes I'll set up like this. Sometimes I'll set up like this. Sometimes a little bit like that. So that would be full offset. This would be slight offset. And I'm not talking about putter offset. I'm talking about my body. So here I'm open and tilted, faxing, right?
Yeah.
Back towards Hunter, who was actually negative. And so you can see that when you get turned, this is the problem with lead hand low, is the torso gets actually closed in negative tilt. You see that?
So how would you fix that? What would you pay attention to if you were going to go left hand low?
The good stuff's coming.
Oh.
Let's rock the shoulders. And what do you notice about the abduction of the upper arm?
It's going back.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'll teach lead hand low to some players, but most people do it so bad that they do better doing either the claw or the conventional. Then they get in there, negative tilt, negative rotation. They start lifting the handle. I had a kid the other day that literally went into extension in the backswing.
Ooh.
From lead hand low.
Ooh.
How weak is that? Just so that everyone can see, how weak is that? That club should be there.
Yeah.
So they're lifting the handle, the butt of the club's going up and back, and the trail upper arm is abducting. So this is where that 3D stuff, I've studied these arm motions and these elbow motions and forearm and wrist to like the nth degree.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah, here we go. How's that one? So it's funny. A good Charlie Wee. Charlie Wee was probably the best lead hand low I'd ever worked with.
Uh-huh.
What he would do is you could hardly even tell because he would flex the elbow and the shoulder joint and set it down like this. And the problem with the lead hand low is usually not the lead side. It's usually the trail side. And you can see in many cases, lead hand low, you can work a little inside and then block it down the line. You can see that movement of that trail forearm. See that?
Absolutely.
So as long as it's done that way and not trying to arc it this way,
you're
you
okay.
gotta kind of go inside and under, right? Is this showing up okay? Because I can't tell.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, so, I can't remember what putting coach said that lead hand low was the way to do it in the future. I think it was back in the 80s and 90s, but I beg to differ with that. I see.
There you are.
One thought I have for you. So why do players go from here to here to here?
Desperation.
Yeah, because they know if they change the attachment and the orientation of their arms, the putters might move differently.
Right. Hoping.
The good player fights this trail arm guiding and roundhousing. He fights it.
Yeah.
So how do I fix that? Well, let's do that. Okay, well, let's do that. Oh, that fixed it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, the real problem is the sequence and the transition. So if I can make a transition with my spine rotating and the shoulders rotating before I fire that right arm, I can fire that right arm all I want as long as it's later. Now, that's also going to depend on how open the face is, right?
Right.
But people, they struggle with pulling putts because they see the anticipated curve line on the ground and they guide it.
Yeah.
You see that? So they started here, boom.
Yeah.
Okay, or they swipe this way. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah,
guys that start swiping this way start under twisting that way.
To counter it.
Yeah, Ernie Els is a great under twister.
Yeah.
Pat Reed's a great under twister. Jimmy Walker's a great putter and an under twister. They're the ones that are going left, and the wrist is moving towards ulnar deviation, and that's what's twisting the forearm into supination.
Yeah.
The putt. So it kind of looks like this. They're coming through the ball going like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's pretty interesting studying the wrist stuff, the hand stuff. I've graduated from that up to the elbows and the upper arms. So still learning a lot. Don't know all the answers, but I just see some things that most people don't see.
Yeah, a lot of us.
Yeah, but it's like I said, I don't have all the answers yet. I'm still learning. I told a friend of mine the other day, I said, my learning's like taking a cup and filling it up out of Niagara Falls. I mean, it's just like every day I'm putting things, connecting ideas, connecting new ideas with old ideas.
Information's becoming knowledge when you connect those, right?
I don't know. I just know that's kind of what it's like. And like I said, I don't think I'm the best coach out there. I think Phil Kenyon is.
Yeah.
I'm an educator. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my strength is my strength, I think, is public speaking. You know what I'm saying? And educating and teaching people, teaching coaches. I've had to learn to become a better coach. I mean, I'm a better coach than some, but I mean, there's guys out there that are way better coaches than I am.
Yeah.
And then we got some young guys coming up, David Angelotti, Preston Combs. We've got a lot of flat stickers out there. I think we're close to 80 now. 80
Can we talk about that? And I don't know. Sorry, Brian, I can't get the question thing off here now. But can we talk about your Flat Stick Academy and like how we can get to it? And because as soon as we get My iPad's all acting up. I'm sorry, I can't take this little the question off, but how do we get to your academy, the Flat Stick Academy? Because that's what I'm going to be doing as soon as we get done with this. I'm going to be signing up.
All right, so Academy is just my website.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's my website and it's my subscription site. You know, I just got all kinds of stuff. It's just stuff. You know what I mean? When you get on there, though, it is organized not in a linear progression, but in chunks. Like if you imagine 6 garbage cans, if I've got a drill or a skill, I throw it in that channel. If I got technique, I throw it in that channel. It's not a linear. It's not a linear how-to website. It's not like, okay, everybody, we're going to play the ball here, and we're going to put the club there, and we're going to hold it like this, and we're going to stand like that, and we're going to move this to move that. Okay? Now, everybody do that, because if I did that, I'd make a lot of money. I literally taught, everybody put the ball here. Everybody put grip it here. I mean, I'd make millions of dollars.
Right.
But that just goes the way I teach.
That's not you.
No. And I actually struggle in videos because I know what I'm saying might be different 4 years from now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what I'm studying right now, it's pretty much what I'm seeing and what I'm learning.
It's you know, I'll be honest with you as a coach. I know that putting isn't my specialty, and I defer a lot of my students to, you know, like John Ortega and stuff like that, where they've gotten knowledge from you, or, you know, listen to a lot of things that you do. And that's something that I want to now do. Is like I'm pumped up to go do that myself now, to go learn more from you.
At a conference November 30th to December 1st. It's an open conference, means you don't have to be a flat sticker. It's not a certification.
Okay.
But already committed to speak. Jeff Pierce is already committed to speak. I'm sure Paul Dooland will speak again. Yeah, so we've had a good time at these conferences. You know, here's the thing: not all the information. I don't come up with all this stuff. I learn it too.
Yeah.
And I've had endless conversations with Phil Kenyon, endless. You know. And other people, I mean, I was just texting with a guy named Bruce Rurick this morning, one of the top putter fitters on the planet, you know, and, you know, we all come from a different spoke on the wheel, or just different, you know what I mean? The way we see it, that's all.
Yeah. Well, you see a lot of things there that, like I said, we don't see it as coaches, and
yeah. Somebody asked me the other day, if you were to go to a putting coach, who would you go to? I said, well, if I couldn't see Phil because he's too busy to see me, that's just a joke for him. You know, probably John Graham or Jeff Pierce, or who's Josh Gregory is teaching out there, right?
Out of where?
You know, there's different putting guys out there. Mike Shannon, gosh, Mike Shannon gave me some of the best advice ever. You know, there's lots of guys out there. Stan Utley. There's lots of people I've learned from. So you can't just say, you know, you've only learned from one guy, or you've only learned just from what you studied and stuff like that. I mean, I learn all the time. I get questions all the time that sometimes I don't have the answer to, and I got to go find them.
Yeah.
You know, like the Sam Putt Lab 7 I'm doing tonight. I'm sitting here going, holy cow, all the engineer models have the plane of the stroke up through here.
Yeah.
Like right?
Yeah.
I've had 2 people up there. That's it.
That's it, huh?
Flatter. And I'm talking using the Sam Putt Lab 7. Like, they've come out with swing plane, swing direction, low points before the ball.
Yeah.
You know, it's not at impact like with a robot, you know, so I'm learning a lot. So keep learning.
I love that, David. I love that. So
yeah.
I appreciate you, David, the amount of time and the knowledge that, you know, just in this little bit of time we were able to do. I kid you not, I'm seriously pumped up on learning from you, and just gleaning the information that you put out there. If people want to get a hold of you, how else can we get a hold of you? Or if they're more interested in learning more from you, what's the best way to do that?
Your Golf Pro, call me 919-740-9616 because I'm old school. I don't like emails and I don't like texts.
Okay.
So I'll talk to you because I want to connect with you on the phone. If you want lessons or whatever, obviously I'm available. Orgolf@gmail.com would be my email, and then obviously my website. But there's a lot of people out there that we can learn from during this time, right?
Yeah.
People. So hopefully we can get Philip to get up early enough across the pond to do some of this stuff. It'd be great to hear from him.
Oh my gosh.
And Paul Hurrian, gosh, I've learned a lot from Paul Hurrian. I haven't spoken about him yet, and
Where's he?
he's in England as well. He's the Quintic. He invented Quintic.
Oh, yeah. Quinta, I've heard of that.
He's been doing a lot with, different things, not just ball roll, but putter shafts and stuff like that. So I've learned a lot from him. I've learned a lot from guys like Paul Wood at Ping and Eric Hendrickson at Ping. I mean, they flew me out there and had a great time. Learned a lot from them. Yeah, I mean, I've made trips to TaylorMade, learned a lot from them. I've learned a lot from just different people. So it's not like it's funny. People's perception of me is different than my perception of me. I mean, I'm flattered that people think that I'm one of the best in the world, but I'm not trying to be the best, like the know-it-all guy. I mean, I just want to share with what I'm learning.
Yeah.
And learning a lot. So, like I said, there's other people, and there's young ones in the wings. It's funny. I pick on the young ones all the time. I said, yeah, I busted my ass for 28 years to get here. You come to 4 of my seminars and you got 12 years of knowledge putting, and you're starting right off there. So that's what we're supposed to do, right? We're supposed to mentor. As a PGA professional, we're supposed to mentor, and that's kind of all I'm doing. It's very flattering because I had mentors.
Yeah.
I had somebody put the glove on and how to wear the right shoes and look like a golfer and waggle like a golfer, and, you know what I mean, and hold the club like a tour player. And, so, I mean, we all have mentors, but anyway, it's been great. Thanks for having me. Hope Grant's going to do well.
Oh my God.
Tell him to work on his left hand. I want his left hand more dominant than his right.
Like one-handed putting with left hand?
In his dribbling, in his handles.
Oh, dribbling.
Yeah. Layups. Want to lay up with the right hand, lay up with the left hand. You know what I mean?
I'll just tell him it'll make him a better putter if he does it.
Little up and unders.
I'll send you videos as he's doing it.
Get him out in the driveway.
Oh my God. David, I hope you had a good time. I know I had a great time. That was unbelievable. I didn't know that you were going to do that with my son, but to see your mastery there, I was dumbfounded by that.
His mastery. He's the man. He's a good athlete. Keep playing your sports. Don't let him specialize in golf too soon.
Amen to that. Amen to that.
Make it turn into an athlete, and then we'll teach him how to play golf and sharpen up his skills, and then the techniques. Learning our techniques like a never-ending process, isn't it?
Absolutely, it never ends.
Before they put me 6 foot under, I hope I figure out which technique I like.
Hey, if you ever get to LA, please let me host you or something like that. Whatever I can do for you. But I'll be you'll be seeing me a lot watching your stuff.
All right. Well, I got to go get some Coke, zero sugar in me, and a cigarette so I can finish this data.
All right. Happy Easter to you, my friend.
All right. Take care. All right. Bye-bye.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks for watching, everybody, the JRL Golf Academy. Please make sure to link and comment down below. Make sure you subscribe and turn on that little bell for notifications. And we look forward to seeing you on the next JRL Golf Academy.